Welcome guys. In previous section we have understand how to read across references. In this one I will give brief introduction about the relay. This word you will find mostly in the drawing, so I will explain you from the production engineer point of view. So what's meaning of relay and how we are using this vocabulary in our testing and commissioning. The relay is a device that opens or closes the contact to cause the operation of other electric control. It detects the intolerable or undesirable condition with an assigned area and gives the commands to circuit breaker to disconnect the affected area, thus protects the system from damage. This is the definition that you must be reading in the book. I have also prepared a definition which is easier and you can understand easily. Relay is a sensing device. For example, a relay can sense how much voltages are there, how much current is there, system frequency is there, and it can open or close the power circuit and gives indication and alarm. The relay example I will give you, that for example in your house you will find voltages are coming to your system, your house, like 110 volt or 220 volts. If the voltage increases from, if your rated voltage are 220 and increases 20%, 30%, 40%, what could happen? Your power equipment can burn. So what you can do, you can install a relay which is like over voltage relay. That relay will monitor over voltages, and as soon as over voltage are sensed, for example you have selected the setting of over voltage, if rated is 220, if voltage go beyond 250, it will trip or it will open the power circuit. So this is the example of a relay, protection relay we are saying. Whereas there is another term which is called an auxiliary relay. Auxiliary relay is normally used for controlling the circuit. It has an armature coil. When it is energized, it has auxiliary contacts that will be changing its position from normally open to close, and you can use these contacts in circuit. So let's see the example here. This is the relay. You can say this is a control relay which is controlling the circuit itself. If somebody pushes the button, the current will flow this coil, and this coil is iron core. It will attract this contact, and with the magnetic attraction this contact will close and the load will be connected. So this is the example of relay used in control circuit. So it is sensing some current and it is allowing to power to connect to the load. So now we will see, I will take you to the drawing and we will see some relays. Okay, let's go through the drawing. We'll try to understand what is a relay, but I will just try to brief when we are going through the drawing the components so that you can be familiar with them. Earlier we have, in part 1 I have told you about the symbols. So this is the MCB, miniature circuit breaker. This is another miniature circuit breaker. This is the switch which is operated by door. This is the light. This one is AC circuit, 3-phase. B1 is thermostat, and this thermostat is always checking how much is moisture and the temperature, and based on it is operating this contact B1. And this is a space heater which is creating heat in the system, and then it's reducing the moisture. Again you can say this, we are calling it as auxiliary magnetic contactor, or it could be auxiliary relay. There is a small difference. Relay is a small transparent type and contactor is in black and it's more heavier. So you can check physically in the panel, but both function same. So this is like a auxiliary relay, we can say. And these are the contacts of this auxiliary relay. This is the MCB again, and this is, let me tell you, DC1 is coming here and DC2 is coming through this bus. We are calling it a loop, or we can also call as a bus, because this is a common loop where the supply is taken out at various positions. We are calling this one as a DC bus voltages in the panel. So if one is fail, the supply is automatically change over to the other one. This we will be discussing when we start the advanced learning. Here again another auxiliary relay is used. Okay, so you can put your effort to understand. If you, okay, this is a CT circuit which is coming to, this is a shorting link. When we will be discussing CT circuit, I will tell you in detail what is the function. This is the terminal block, and this is the line differential relay. Line differential relay, and two currents are fed to this relay. Differential relay is, in brief, will monitor current of two ends of a feeder or a transformer or a load, and if the current in by Kirchhoff's current law, current in and current out should be same, and if both are different, then there is some leakage current or current is going in the ground, it means there is a fault, and relay will issue the trip command. So this is a test block. If you insert the plug, these 2 points will be open. 21 side, it's an odd side, so VR production engineer is calling that this is the yard side, because you can see the connections are coming from switch yard or external side to this plug. And the even side, in our language we are saying this is a relay side. So when you insert the plug, what it will do, it will put insulation between 21 and 22, and it will isolate the yard side. This is the yard side from the relay side. So let's go through again. This is the CT circuit, and it's coming to the shorting link, then further coming to test plug, and this is the relay again. Okay, so you are now understanding what are different components of the protection system in the drawing, and which relays we are using: auxiliary relay, protection relay. Okay, this is the push button PB. Let us zoom for you this symbol also. This is a push button. When you push it, F86, if you remember in the previous training, is a lockout relay. It will reset lockout 1. 86.1 is lockout 1, 86.2 is lockout 2. And what was the purpose of lockout? Purpose of lockout could be two, but the main purpose is when it operates, it will lock its position, and it will not reset automatically, and it will block the closing of breaker. It will lock the breaker. We will further discuss in detail later. This one is the power supply of F51. Okay, 51 is a overcurrent relay. This is the code. F is the code for device. 51 is showing the function 51. The relay type here is SEL751A. The supply is coming through at terminal number of the relay A01, and its negative is coming to A02, and this is again the test plug. And when you this open, if you notice, this is open contact and this is the closed contact. So test plug contacts are shown as plug is not inserted. This is the normal position of test plug. What is the normal position of test plug? Is as plug is not inserted into socket, test socket, and after you insert the plug in test socket, there is a cover, and cover in the center has a metallic part that will make this supply through. So it means that it has not inserted. So position of test plug is test socket is plug is not inserted and cover is also not connected. If you are not able to understand, don't worry, just remember these points when we will discuss further in detail. This I am telling you so that you just try to memorize it or try to understand it. So this is the power supply, and again this is F87. This is again function 87L. This is line differential relay. IN here is the binary inputs of the relay. S101 is selection. You can make this relay on and off through this. Okay. We'll move further. This is again overcurrent relay. These are the binary inputs. Again you will see lockout relay 1, lockout relay 2, trip circuit 1. This is unhealthy. This is an indication used for indication and alarm. This is auxiliary relay. This is another auxiliary relay. There is a tripping relay also, but let me see they have used in the circuit or no. Okay, this is not relay. All the symbol is same, is look like same as a relay, but you have seen they have mentioned here TC1. This we have we will study after this that this is a trip coil. Then I will explain you the function of it. This is not the relay, this is the trip coil 1. They have not mentioned here, but with experience I know. So when we will be discussing the circuit breaker, we will also discuss this point. This is the trip circuit supervision relay. Again the name of relay, trip circuit 1 supervision relay. So you will not able to understand this here, but I will be explaining it in my next lectures. And this the tripping is coming from protection relay. Protection relay is operating lockout relay F86.2, and then lockout relay F86.2 is giving tripping. This contact will close. This is available here, then it will come here, and through this auxiliary contact of the breaker 52A and B, it will trip. So this is just simple explanation. Even if you are not understanding, don't worry, I will be explaining this all in detail in the coming lectures. So this is your assignment, then you can further discover it and try to find different components. If you have any question, you can always send me, and I'm really happy to reply. These are the auxiliary contacts. This could be the auxiliary contact of breaker, isolator, MCB, something like this. So thank you very much.